Over 100,000 of these have already sold this year. This is my favorite pickup truck. Casey, I own a construction company. I need something that's going to pull 8,000 pounds. This ain't even a real truck. That person is totally correct. This ain't a real truck. It's more like a car that's had the back. It's more like a crossover. Picture a Bronco Sport or an Escape, Ford Escape. Picture the back glass part of the crossover being taken out and like a little bed put in there. Matter of fact, let's do it like this. The Bronco Sport, the Ford Escape, and this are all cousins. They're all twins. They all share the same type platform, and they rotate out engines and transmissions. A lot of sibling rivalry going on right here. But for most people, did you know that 60% of Ford Maverick customers have never purchased a Ford before? Ford knew what they were doing. They roping them in with this thing. This thing's great. For the normal person that buys a little a Hyundai Tucson or a Toyota RAV4, which, I mean, that's the number 3 selling vehicle in the world. But you see what I'm saying? For somebody that, okay, like a Dodge Dart, somebody that buys a little crossover or a front-wheel drive car like this is perfect for them. It tows 4,000 pounds max. It tows 2,000 pounds regular, gets about 1,200, 1,500 pounds of payload, which is the bulk of the United States. Most people just need something they can throw a bag of mulch in there. A little tree for mom, you know, something like that. Let's talk about engines real quick. You got a hybrid, which is what this is, 40 plus miles per gallon. It's got like 190 horsepower or something. You ain't setting any speed records. The other engine is that 2-liter EcoBoost engine, Haas. I think it's like 245, 250 horsepower, 275 pound-feet of torque, batted to an 8-speed. Not all Mavericks get CVTs. 2025 Ford Maverick XL front-wheel drive, 2.5-liter hybrid, power split electric CVT, space white metallic, black onyx, medium dark slate. 42 miles per gallon in the city, 35 on the highway for a combination of 38. I said that word came out wrong. 38, combination of 38. All right, 50 states emission. They'll love this out west. It's got the first aid kit for $60, less than 30 grand. $29,900. It's got 0 options except for the little first aid kit. Less than 30 grand. Casey, those steel wheels suck. I know, but you can get some Mustang GT wheels off of Craigslist. Voila, change the whole thing. The XLs used to have vinyl seats, so we've upgraded to some cloth. Looks like a combination of cloth. We got a little different top piece there as far as the bottom. Let's go over there and bring that to life. I would like to. That is where I was sitting when I pulled this vehicle over here. I am 6'1", about 6'1", about 266 pounds today. I'm gonna climb in there so y'all can see that. I'm not bragging about my size. I tell my size so folks can measure themselves and get an idea of how they'd fit back there. You know what I mean? It's not a bragging situation. Well, I can either sit right there with my knees and crush somebody, or spin out a little bit right there and let them get a little air. Not much room. I do have headroom. I actually have more headroom in this than I did in the Ranger. Go figure. Power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, 2-popper hood latch, telescoping wheel, no power seats, none of that action going on. Swear that was my shoe. Sure it was, Case. All right, it's a hybrid, so we just brought it to life. All right, everything's in there. We got single zone climate control. Not very many Zuzus and Wham Whams. CVT in this one. But I do want to state, that's because this is the hybrid. If this had the 2-liter EcoBoost, it would be an 8-speed automatic. And if it was the Lobo, if you look right there on the other side of that F-150, that black Lobo, those get a 7-speed automatic, but that's a different horse. That's a horse of a different color. You know what I mean? There are not any drive modes here. You do have an electronic parking brake. There is your vitamin C, vitamin D to plug up a few things. Got a little easel type deal so you can put your phone in there for navigation purposes or whatever else. Some cup holders. Very basic, very generic. A lot of hard plastic in here, but remember, it's less than 30 grand. $29,900. So really it's 30 grand, but the average new car price in the United States in 2025 is $47K. So this guy's coming in 17K under the average. Just saying. That one more thing. The Honda Ridgeline is not a competitor to the Ford Maverick. The only true competitor is the Hyundai Santa Cruz until Toyota brings out their new truck, which I want to happen. The slate, bring all the competition in. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Hobley, and you have a good day. Bye.